Would you make a good faith effort to find out the answer to that question?
I would, yes.
You would? The First Amendment of the Constitution, it secures 5 fundamental freedoms to we the people. Could you tell me what those 5 freedoms are?
No. I do not know.
You don't know?
Unless you want to sit here for me to find out.
Well, the question was about good faith.
What about good faith?
That's where it was.
This is a public service.
Hey, what's going on?
Good, and you?
I'm all right. I was gonna see. Is this like your main area here for the deputies and all that? Or
Yes,
the
it's
sheriff?
the main one.
And then there's a substation, I thought, right?
We have a Palm Coast District Office.
That's
which
what it
has
is.
our mainly we cover Palm Coast.
Yeah.
The secondary office for the deputies in Palm Coast.
That's-
Bathroom, do reports.
Yeah.
The COPs work out of it.
That's all right. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out because I had to come in here. I was going to get a report, and I wanted to find out about the sheriff's office.
Yeah, you can get a report from here.
Yeah.
And you can also get one at the district office too.
Yeah, there's so much growth in this town still. Every time I see
It is.
something.
It's I think everywhere's a farmer coming down. You know,
Yeah.
it's moving down.
Yeah, I'm joking with him. He's from up there in Maine, and I was like, is anybody from Florida anymore?
I think I'm from New York originally.
Are you really?
I live in Rhode Island for a little bit.
Oh, cool.
All East Coast, doesn't mean.
Yeah,
But it's just everywhere.
that's pretty cool. Well, I appreciate. What was your name, Sarge?
Sergeant Parthamore.
Parthamore?
Yes,
I don't
sir.
think we talked. I was out here at the, where was that at with Jeff that one time? The voting place, and I don't think that was you, right?
No, I cover mainly Palm Coast.
Palm Coast,
I was
okay.
meeting the deputy here trying to work a computer issue out in their car.
Oh, cool. The only other thing I was going to
Yes.
ask is, I don't care know if you, this tent looks extremely dark on your car. Do you mind if I just check it?
Go right ahead.
That's cool.
What do you want to check, the front or the back?
The front one right here. Was it 28 in Florida and 15 in
I can give you the exact amount.
So I pre-calibrated this in the car here. Let's check it. 17. 17. All right, next
Can you
one.
reach with the bar?
Yeah, I think so. I appreciate that. Good little 17. No, they did pretty good on there.
Yeah, the guy that does, they do everything well. They do our stickers, our lights, our tent, the whole package together
Yeah.
when the car comes back. We used to send it off. This guy does the stickers, that guy does the radar. But
Yeah. Do they put the placard in the door for you?
Which placard?
The one that's required by statute?
I'm not familiar with
Okay,
that.
normally they're in there. I was going to get a request a copy of that for you, yeah, so that I have a copy of that placard, because it's supposed to have the installer's name and then the
Yeah,
light
that
percentage.
you would have to get with who does our vehicle maintenance and stuff.
Yeah.
They could probably help you out with all that.
What do you know why they install it with unlawful tint?
Which one, our cars?
Yeah, these here.
I do not know.
Okay.
So I get this car issued to me, and that's it.
And like when officers stop people on the road and they say, "Hey, this came from the dealer," what do the officers say usually?
Which ones?
Like any officer that stops them, "Hey, you know, this tint's too dark. Let me check it. It's dark. Well, this is how I got it from the dealership."
Yeah, I couldn't answer that for you.
Yeah, they usually say, "Well, it's your car. It's your responsibility."
Yeah.
So, yeah, because one of my friends got stopped by you guys. He's in like an unmarked car out there on the interstate, and he was claiming that his tint was too dark. And I put this same This is the one I used when I was in law enforcement. Same thing. And I put his on here, and his was like 65%. But your officer was lying and saying that it wasn't. So.
Yeah, I couldn't answer for what that guy.
How do we get this corrected with you know, it's below the AS1 line and it's
It's right, mine's right there. See, that's
oh yeah, I apologize. It just looks dark because the
Yeah, I think it was the black on the black. It was like that.
yeah, but the side ones still they're pretty.
Actually, I'm curious. I didn't know what my windows pop up as.
What did I say? 17.
17 on both.
Yep,
Look it
7.
up. I didn't know either.
28% in the front is legal and 15 in the rear is legal. Hers is the same way.
Yeah, they all come from the same company.
Do you guys write a lot of tickets for tint?
Me?
Not you, but you're a supervisor. You know what your guys do.
Yeah, I don't see many.
Okay.
It's all discretion on the officer.
That's
How about stops for that cause?
What's that?
But yeah, for the tint. I mean, you might not ticket them, but
I don't
are you
keep
pulling?
track of stats. The
No?
officers, it's not my responsibility at the end of the shift to see what their stats are, and I don't see where tickets come in. It's all electronic now. You fill it out.
oh my gosh, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's not like when I first started. At the end of the day, I would my sergeant hand my tickets to him.
Same.
He makes sure they're properly filled out because he can't bring them to the courthouse. Now it's just click the button,
Yeah,
you print, you get your copy. I don't even get my copy anymore. Go to the courthouse.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love to see this corrected because, you know, my friend Jeff, he got stopped on the interstate and that was one of the stops. He said, well, your tint's
Yeah,
too
you
dark.
could probably get with our legal department and let them know that you checked one of our cars, it was illegal.
Would you mind issuing him a written warning or a warning for this tint being too dark?
If you want to meet me in the back parking lot behind the gate, I'll take care of you.
Okay.
Would you mind
But
doing
before you go,
that? Yeah, he's got a legal tint. Would you mind doing
So
that?
police vehicles are actually exempt from search.
No, they're not.
Hey,
On the
Deputy
law.
Lawyer, You just need me behind.
Learn the laws everywhere.
I gotta fix
You're
that.
wrong.
I gotta fix
Let her know that
Yeah,
police vehicles are not
before you run off though.
No, I gotta get with them.
Oh,
We're
it's an
gonna go
emergency
back.
now? Oh yeah, you don't have time for.
No, there's no crime right now. Or anything.
I know. There's a question from a concerned citizen though.
I've been waiting to fix her issues.
Yeah, but I mean, so you don't have the time for the question, huh?
Just have her issue like a written warning.
Oh, you will take care of it?
Well, I'm gonna get stopped from They don't realize that I got a medical exemption now.
And sovereigns, man. So
Isn't that
irritating.
crazy? Didn't stop before the stop bar.
Didn't stop
come to a
there.
complete stop either, yeah.
That's a nice door in right there.
And if they say no, guess what? You still win. You have a problem? I don't care.
Yeah, what are you hiding? What are you hiding?
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing better than I deserve. I was just wondering do you have a supervisor that's available?
To speak,
Yeah, to speak about a concern.
is there an incident number of some sort?
There's not. It actually just happened out in the parking lot with what was that sergeant's name?
I'd have to look back, but
Yeah,
the sergeant was here.
yeah, the sergeant that just
He handles Palm Coast,
yeah.
whatever sergeant that was. So a sergeant supervisor.
All right, just give me a minute.
Yeah, appreciate that. Oh, we got all the toys out here for display.
That was one I had. Same shit.
1974, huh?
No, bitch. 1998. Yeah, because they didn't have the new ones in yet. And I started right in 99. And then I fucking had to thumb through that shit. Now these idiots, they're in a powwow like this.
Straight up, I don't even think they're on the thing. They're looking Google up, you know. Aren't they?
That's, I mean, they're like looking through their phone like
Yeah.
the statutes like that. I had to memorize all that shit and learn it. You didn't have an opportunity to go Google shit when you were out
Such a
there.
terrible look anyway, you know, like, oh, we're out here enforcing this law, but let me just check and see if this is actually a law.
It's only a temporary detention. He can handle it.
Yeah, we had to detain you in handcuffs, in the torture cuffs.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they have all this stuff out here with this glass here, because you know, you can go all over the bathroom.
Well, there's nobody out here right now. He's fled the scene. There too, you know what I mean? Let me guess. I'm gonna just go out on a limb.
So he's not here, but I made contact with him. If you still like to talk to him,
There's not a supervisor in this building?
not his supervisor.
What's his supervisor's name?
It's, I believe it's Commander Goncalves.
You just talked to him, you said though? Or no? You didn't talk to him?
I didn't talk to him, I talked to another supervisor.
Oh, okay.
So he said he should be back within 45 to an hour if you
Oh.
would like to talk to him.
And I'm sorry, what was his name again?
The deputy that you spoke to,
Sure, yeah.
Sergeant, his supervisor is
What was his name though?
who's?
The deputy that we spoke to.
Sergeant. I have to look it up if I remember.
Oh, okay.
So you found his supervisor, but you don't actually know his name? That's strange. It sounds like you're just giving me a line of horse shit.
Look, I contacted a supervisor.
Oh, now it's just a supervisor. So there's actually not a supervisor in this building?
Multiple supervisors. I do not know everybody's supervisor.
Okay. That's strange. You said something different,
Gotcha.
and now you're saying something different. Is the sheriff in the building?
No.
No, he's not in the building.
It'll work.
I noticed the
Sergeant
chief,
Bartholomew.
Bunnell chief, walked into the
I
building. Who
saw
was he meeting
correctly,
with?
you spoke to Sergeant Bartholomew. All right? I contacted a supervisor who told me his supervisor is in District 2.
Okay, and his name was what again?
Goncalves.
No, his supervisor.
Sergeant Parker, supervisor, is Commander Gonzalez.
Commander. Okay. So who is going to be here in 45 minutes?
Another supervisor.
Another supervisor.
Commander Emery, yes.
So not his supervisor.
Not his supervisor.
Okay. So is his supervisor on duty right now?
I do not know.
You don't know. His supervisor's not on duty. Okay. And what was your name, sir?
It's Officer Concern.
Officer or
Yes.
deputy?
I'm sorry?
It's officer, not deputy?
That's correct.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Very good. So I got a question. It seems like you're sitting here fielding questions. So if one of the people came up to you and asked you a question and you didn't know the answer to it, would you make a good faith effort to find out the answer to that question?
I would, yes.
You would? The First Amendment of the Constitution secures 5 fundamental freedoms to we the people. Could you tell me what those 5 freedoms are?
No. I do not know.
You don't know?
Unless you want to sit here for me to find out.
Well, the question was about good faith.
What about good faith?
Would you make that good faith effort?
Okay, so if you want me to find out, I will look at it up.
I'd love for you to find out.
What was the question?
You don't remember the question?
No.
The First Amendment of the Constitution, the Constitution that you swore an oath to protect,
Sure.
it secures 5 fundamental freedoms to we the people. Could you tell me what those 5 freedoms are?
Okay. Well, hang out, I'll find out.
Okay, I'll hang out.
Freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition.
Thank you, sir. How long have you been an officer?
7 years.
7 years. Do you remember swearing that oath when you became an officer?
Not really.
You don't remember? You don't remember raising your hand?
I do remember
swearing?
raising my hand.
So when you did that, was that an empty
It
allegiance?
was not, but it was back then.
It was back then. Okay. Well, officer, I'd appreciate you never forgetting.
Will do.
I'd appreciate that you
Thank
wouldn't
you.
do. You're welcome. We're out here today to ensure our natural rights are respected by those who swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. Please like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach as many people as possible. I implore you to peacefully seek redress to any and all of your grievances. This is a public service.